Omade shema mnyina jo UTV so eni enede kase boy twato ne asinkonwa yede be somo ensama eba no doso gomodie ka ho ebi dedi makotin bi eni
Mampanyin na adodanko ekufuado akwa akopie mu ebo Austria na wakasa afa edwedi ayonkofa eda Europe ene abibiman enter
sanso na yera John Dramani Muhammad atubia se ne ho adwiri no se ayawo so West Uwogon by election nipa bi koye basa mbezi sabre no aban entimi antwen ba kokora aso
na empanyifo a eda Ghana Private Sector Competitive Program ano ene Tree Crop Development Authority for akontiasia famaka kwanya ombetimi aboakwayo ense
Attorney General Ira Godfred Yeboah Damende atudwa chese Major Mahama case ya yedi ama homoya wa bontina beboa ama jury system no yetimi eye free court.
When in Sembi eka ho ene nkomodie ene anwumre yede ba besomo se no ndubrim kasebo abna bayi nya no ene medin mene
David Ofori Safo.
Yebe jina hanom se ni ahomeso tew yeba to Abusiafo ye mama kwa ba ye demasese mwatwen ye betwa ensem no so na mampanyin na nado danko ekufuado akwa akopie mu ebo Austria na wode atudwa se edwadie ayonkofa eda Europe man no ene abibiman entem no eyade bi a ache yie pa na enipa bebre nso afri mu aba wode atu Europe man no enim se be biadu no ewo so mokosoa epie sika gum se da be ya ebetimi abo.
The growth of more entrepreneurial economies in Africa will provide the basis for undertaking the urgent task of the structural transformation of African economies, which are largely dependent on the production and export of raw materials, to value-added industrial ones and stimulate agricultural productivity. This will accelerate economic growth, enable us to feed ourselves, and create jobs for our educated, empowered youth. A very important plank for the mutual prosperity I am advocating would be Austria's strong support for the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. The AFCFTA links 54 markets covering 1.3 billion people with a combined GDP of 3.5 trillion United States dollars into a single market. It is the world's largest free trade area outside of the World Trade Organization itself. Imagine the investment and business opportunities offered by the infrastructure required to link these markets more effectively. And imagine the business opportunities that this huge market would offer for manufacturing and service firms from Austria and other European countries that would establish production facilities in Africa to serve African and other markets. And with the accelerated growth that will result from all these, the market opportunities for exporters from European countries could be truly amazing. I'm here today to call for increased investment and trade between our two continents. Trade relations between us have evolved through history, and it is clear that a new paradigm has to be defined, which will be dependent on the structural transformation of the African and Ghanaian economies from raw material producing and exporting economies to value-adding industrializing ones. This will enable the countries on the continent, including Ghana, to trade at the high end of the global value chain, dealing in products we make and grow. Out of this, a robust trading system between Europe and Africa, Austria and Ghana will be created, which will generate mutual prosperity for the peoples of the two continents and countries. I want to assure anyone wanting to invest in Ghana and do business in Ghana that Ghana is a haven of peace, security, and stability. Indeed, the safest country in West Africa.
After 2019 and by-election kese koso ewo man Ghana mu ayawo so West Wogon na mo bekaya basabasa ekoso ema nipa bonfo bi pie ho no onipa be se dunwotwe na wupra wom na eno pani awutu Frank Adiama ndi samanyoko no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama washia asofo a ewo oman Ghana mu na ono mu edi nkomo no ode ato wanim se ne ho adwire nipa se emfie num ni a nipa bi yes ade no be sabre no aban entimi nya ho hwe manipa ba akwa ndo yentimi enche no entwe na so.
And now mene wo kase the 5th anniversary of Ayawaso West Wogon. Mokai nesi abra ye by election no asrafo ene yimu omode mass kashishe omweni omu pie from nowhere ebe tutu eprepra nipa bebre ene ameka say ye baba akon ne nan ontimi nante or the fie ontimi nko adwuma biom bebre prepra. Apart from that 2020 ye to abano Ghana for 8 in a year. Yenye investigation, yen compensate your families, nothing. In your canon, it's a reality. It's possible it can happen. Because elections, but focus on they are a very emotive event. Elections are a very emotive event. There are many emotive things. They say ethnicity. And it's an money normally, yakoye one nation. I was saying your money ba. You share send your better to your may send your beya. Sa basa yono emma. Make us say boko and tokwe isiho. If you say there are chieftaincy issues, ethnic issues near there, sounds on elections, especially disputed elections. Entina emrebia yekasa you expect to say and cast for faith-based organizations. Most of them mano beka ho.
Mpanyinfo a eda Ghana private sector competitive program ano aswe sabino ebo mechidom ene tree crop development authority for akọ entiase apama we no omoba behwe kwan a ombetimi aboa oman Ghana na kwan a yefa so eye enwo ene cashew no etimi akoyi ewo yeman mu.
We are seeing exercises with climate change. In Europe and Africa and other parts of the world, we say those plantations, Buama, we are saying abandon. A bit to me a coffin kakra. See, I will hold Tama any say, Wabakana, Waba, Tam when they say, you are born, you are born, China, to say, in the power it is, I did bet me a boy in Pan and India. Then also economic trees. Oh, it is a promote economic trees. They are cashew. So much shawa wouldn't cashew. A panosha transitional zone. No, bono have area hono. Honey transitional zone. The cashew no more promote is a bit more. Now it's me a stop it. I can say I'm a desert now. You say bad down. A best stop it.
Negma di 83 no. Ni abensia no mu ana Switzerland aban ene Ghana aban edom sa hye krata bi ase woni be fa ni MOU ya sansan krata no trese omdi sika bi eba be hye eye nebensia ne mu mienu eye cashew atia no ene abe eye ho se de be ya cashew ene abe ebe fa ntuma pa de efre akona nim esin se de ye hu ne sisi ano enti emfie ensia but afi ba ko ni ye afi ba ko a ye tutu ye ho tutu ye church on krata sem ko si last year afi we there efiti enesamboti am ka se efi do chira ko no ya share program na se an ani tina hu se ye de ensa hwa se no na sikati tu sikaputi na omobodi ni de ekwanim kakra na de beba yen ye from ha de no de ohwe krata sem no a ya ko ni be se say obibi mienu that's about almost $2 million I bet me and the aba abene cash no
omo wo mu nyuma ko no so mu hiamwa be hwe na obi yangwa anase ngo na nika na ode ya ade no bebre kam ntema omutumi nya hu mfaso so mu ya nti aboa omo with technology abefonim die ana mpo so mu hia se betete omo training no a which me aboa omo diska aboa omo no tuna kwaje sa training no binu se be se omo export omo cash ni ade a enye easy sa ati se otumi echechire omo no me to akwan so eno e body nto mo ntumi nyesika nye nti grant no so mo tumi apply for grant no a betumi de bi aboa omo na betumi de sanse sie no se na be ya betumi akoton mo ne wano abanane se tumi process ye cash ni ade no ha eno na yotumi amanko for eduma. We have
very good partners here in Ghana. We already had the first phase of this program, so we are very well connected, and the relationship with Ghana is very strong and long-standing. We have chosen these two value chains because will help to diversify the economy in Ghana. Which is also one priority of the Ghanaian government. So we wanted to align also with the government of Ghana. Value chains are very interesting value chains, and they really support is needed on various levels.
Yet Wakasiabono so na ye call the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. You are Godfred Yebua Dame Aseye when you can see that Tuja Chesses here the late Major Mahama. Nasem whom I court at the Babontina Bebua ama jury system Edidi Juma Ewo in court in a year for said be some quarter bit me a din in terms so.
These difficulties have led to us examining how the criminal justice system will be improved in Ghana. I have before cabinet a bill which seeks to reform the jury system to not make it compulsory in the case of murder as it is now, so that the Attorney General can recommend to the court the manner of trial to be adopted, whether it's by a jury system or not. By and large, will be elevating the jury system. We've also recommended the introduction of alternate jurors, so that if one juror is absent, as we saw a number of times in your case, the trial will not be held up. There can be alternate jurors who can substitute that juror. The trial will not be held up. Remember your case, many times we had to attend unnecessarily because of the absence of some jurors, either through unwellness or otherwise. Even on the day the verdict was delivered, we nearly suffered such a situation where one juror was late and we had to wait until about 2 hours before coming to the proceedings. So, also unfortunately we couldn't interact right after court because lawyers are not used to being so and all that. But at least this affords us the opportunity for us to interact better and see if there's any matter that you intend to bring to our attention.
We work tirelessly to keep my son's name alive and preach or spread the message that there is no justice, isn't the way forward. I hope this never happens to anyone. I have suffered a lot. Sometimes I'm even surprised I'm so here. But by the grace of God, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you. I don't know if I would ever recover from this. I've lost a son.
We wish to thank you and your staff for doing a wonderful job. And bringing this case to a successful conclusion. It's been many, many years that the family has been a wonderland. We didn't know what to expect. We've been in a lot of pain. And we prayed that one day justice will be ours. Not because whatever sentence is pronounced will bring back our son, but it will make us feel better that the end will be a deterrent to people who may ever think of taking the law into their own hands. And brutally, sadistically murder any innocent son or daughter or some other person. This is why we are very happy with
Ebejina hanum say ni ahomeka se bono so ye ba ye de nkomo twetwe ne beto aso mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama akasa se abato komisa ensusu ye omode abase nkomunya ya afi abato da no enkombe sesa no de akọ November and afi indelible income so mo mane nya adwuma nyina no opanyi echire mu a eye mpofiri mu dodo na omo wo mre bebe omo se omode ye sa ensan no so ma anyentiwe ne de enya de a etwa ye kwaba ne de ho nkomo no ato aso.